With the 2019 Oscars approaching, we think it's only fitting to reminisce on some of the award show's most epic moments. From the ones that some might want to forget,
one and only a dozen,
to the ones we want to remember. We're talking the most epic Oscar moments right now, so stay right here to take a walk down memory lane. How's it going, guys? I'm Madison Hill. The Oscars are essentially one of the biggest nights in Hollywood for actors, actresses, directors, basically anyone who's anyone in the film industry. Therefore, it's given us some pretty amazing moments throughout the years, including some that you may have forgotten. Our first epic Oscar moment is from 2014 when Ellen hosted and took the most amazing selfie possibly in celeb history. She tweeted out this pic where you can see her, Bradley Cooper, Jennifer Lawrence, Julia Roberts, Brad Pitt, Meryl Streep, Angelina Jolie, Lupita Nyong'o, her brother, half of Jared Leto, and a little awkward now, but you can also see Kevin Spacey.
That's good, look at us.
Nice.
Ellen tweeted out the celeb-filled photo and wrote, "If only Bradley's arm was longer. Best photo ever." Best photo ever for sure, Ellen, and I think the internet agrees. Since that photo was posted, it's been retweeted more than 3 million times and has gained more than 2 million likes. Since we're on the topic of the 2014 Oscars and Ellen, can we also talk about when she ordered pizza for all the celebs in the audience?
Where's the pizza?
Look, let's call it like it is. Award shows are long, and celebs have to sit there during the whole thing, just thinking about the food at the after parties. So when Ellen brought hot and delicious pizza to celebs, they were here for it. Ellen ordered pizzas from LA's hotspot Big Mama and Papa's, and one of the co-owners actually delivered it. At the time, he said he believed he was delivering pies to writers and producers of the show, but then Ellen met him herself and escorted him in. It's arguably one of the most hilarious moments in Oscar history, and to make things even that much sweeter, the delivery guy walked out of there with a $1,000 tip. Ellen herself collected around $600 from celebs who were sitting towards the front with a hat, and then she gave the guy another $400, giving him the tip and delivery experience of a frickin' lifetime. And yes, I'm still jealous of this pizza guy.
I'm so jealous.
Although there are still some moments from the 2014 Oscars that we need to talk about, we're going to jump forward to 2016, which is also known as the year Leonardo DiCaprio finally got justice.
It's about damn time.
Before 2016, Leo has been nominated not once, not twice, but 5 previous times, until the 6th time was finally the charm. He finally took home the gold for his film The Revenant, where he did really give the performance of a frickin' lifetime.
Only safe thing to do is track a new course back up online.
Then what we gonna do? Sit out there like a bunch of goddamn ducks?
You and your half-breed son get to walk on out?
I'm talking to you.
After being defeated so many times, when Leo's name was finally called as the winner, he received a much-deserved standing ovation. During his speech, Leo got out all of his thank yous and then took the opportunity to spread a message about climate change, something he is so passionate about.
Climate change is real. It is happening right now. It is the most urgent threat facing our entire species.
Personally, after getting another close-up look at those baby blues, I would do anything, Mr. DiCaprio told me. This was such an incredible moment and one that definitely falls in the category of one to remember. Moving on, let's talk about a moment that we all probably want to forget. When Angelina Jolie kissed her brother on the Oscars red carpet. This moment happened way back in the year 2000.
It's the year 2000, for Christ's sake.
Yeah! Although it is common for celebrities to bring their family members to big award shows like the Oscars, I don't think anyone was quite expecting for Angelina to bring her brother or for them to lay one on each other in front of everyone.
That's gross.
Angelina won that year for Best Supporting Actress, so I guess the two were just celebrating, but either way, it was a kiss heard around the world because it was just so dang uncomfortable. Still, even 19 years later. Staying on the topic of Angelina Jolie, let's talk about another one of her memorable Oscar moments that doesn't make a chill go down your spine. her infamous leg pop. 12 years after the brother kissing debacle, Angelina stole the Oscars again with her leg. Angelina was infamous during the 2012 Oscars for showing off the slit in her gown by simply sticking her leg out anytime the camera was on her, from the carpet to even the Oscars stage when she went to present the award for Best Adapted Screenplay. Angelina's leg caused such a commotion that year that following the awards, the thing even got its own Twitter account. And although her leg hasn't tweeted since 2013, the account still stands strong today. Okay, moving on to one of my favorite Oscar moments in all of Oscar history. Can we please talk about when John Travolta mispronounced Idina Menzel's name? During the 2014 Oscars, Idina Menzel performed her now Disney classic, Let It Go, from the movie Frozen. Unfortunately for her though, very few people remember the performance, and instead they only remember how badly John Travolta butchered her name when he introduced her.
Please welcome the wickedly talented one and only Idina Menzel.
The fact that the guy didn't even flinch after that big of a mistake makes it that much funnier. The following year, John and Idina reunited in an attempt to make up for that cringeworthy and epic moment from the previous year. John finally got her name right. He awkwardly grabbed her face. The two shared an equally awkward hug, and now all is well in the world of John Travolta and Idina Menzel. But we will never forget
One and only Idina Menzel.
Now, remember how I told you there were some more epic moments from the 2014 Oscars? Well, John's mess up wasn't the only thing. We also had Jennifer Lawrence's epic fall on the red carpet. However, before we get to that, I have to show you what epic moment happened to her the year before at the Oscars in 2013. That year, Jennifer won the award for Best Actress in a Leading Role, and when she went up to get her award, she took quite the tumble.
For Winter's Bone.
I will say she recovered very well and even made a joke about it during her speech.
You guys are just standing up because you feel bad that I fell, and that's really embarrassing, but thank you.
Now that brings us to her other epic moment and the fall that happened during those infamous 2014 Oscars. I'm telling ya, that year has brought us a lot of our favorite moments. But anyway, back to talking about Jennifer. E! News caught the moment during their Live from the Red Carpet show, and it was once again hilarious, but also graceful.
That was Jennifer Lawrence tripping on the Oscar red carpet. Remember, she tripped so famously last year when she was receiving her award?
Personally, I don't think there's anyone better than recovering from a fall quite like Jennifer Lawrence. And while she hasn't taken another tumble at the Oscars, she did just recently get engaged, so it could happen at her wedding. Sorry, Jennifer, didn't mean to put that out in the universe. You got this, girl. Moving on, we couldn't quite have a list of epic Oscar moments without discussing the infamous La La Land and Moonlight debacle.
There's a mistake. Moonlight, you guys won Best Picture.
This infamous moment went down during the 2017 Oscars, and it was apparently because prior to Best Picture being announced, the award for Best Actress had just been awarded to Emma Stone from La La Land. After that happened, the presenters of Best Picture were accidentally given the wrong card, hence why they initially announced La La Land as winning the Oscar for that category. Little did we know, this one little mix-up would give us the most epic and cringeworthy Oscar moment ever.
There's a mistake. Moonlight, you guys won Best Picture.
Moonlight won. Come on, this is not a joke. This is not a joke. I'm afraid they read the wrong thing.
The people of Moonlight then went up and claimed their winning moment, while everyone in the audience still processed what had just happened.
What is happening?
Although I know you're thinking, there's no way there's more epic Oscar moments to top that whole La La Land Moonlight situation, there are a couple more, so don't go anywhere just yet. One of those being when the creators of South Park showed up to the Oscars in the year 2000 in dresses while tripping on acid.
Tripping on acid changed our whole perspective on
Another one of those epic moments being when Sacha Baron Cohen spilled literal ashes on Ryan Seacrest while on the red carpet in 2012.
South Korea. No, sorry. You've got Kim Jong.
Whether or not those were real or it was a joke, it definitely went too far, and I'm not sure how Ryan kept his composure. Personally, I think he looked a little freaked out. Another epic moment we must mention is when Sam Smith thought he was the first gay man to win an Oscar back in 2016, during his speech for Best Original Song for Writings on the Wall.
No openly gay man had ever won an Oscar, and if this is the case, even if it isn't the case, I want to dedicate this to the LGBT community all around the world.
While Sam received an uproar of applause that evening, he later faced backlash because he wasn't the first openly gay man to win an Oscar. He later explained himself on Ellen, and his reasoning for misspeaking is pretty hilarious and relatable. Sam explained that he thought he had no chance of winning, so he enjoyed himself while in the audience.
We thought we had no chance of winning at all, so I was just like, let's just get the party started and let's have some fun. Had a little hip flask, having some tequilas, warming up.
Sam then admitted that when he went up to give his acceptance speech, he, quote, mucked up and forgot to say that no openly gay man had won an Oscar for Best Male Actor. Not ever in history.
And I obviously know I'm not.
Yeah.
My brain and my mouth didn't work together.
You know what, Sam? We've all forgiven you, and mainly because we've all watched the Oscars in their entirety, and we can see why you got the party started with some tequila early. Oh, all right, you guys, we've now made our way to our final epic Oscar moment, and I've saved this one for last, because essentially, I'm hoping that this is something that gets brought back for this year's show. In 2008, Will Ferrell and Jack Black took the stage together and informed everyone that the music that plays once you've talked too long actually has words.
Your time is through.
You're boring. You're rambling on, no end in sight.
Being that it's been just a little over 10 years since they did this bit, I think it's time that the Oscars play that instead when actors and actresses go on too long. It couldn't make those moments any more cringeworthy. All right, you guys, that's it. Those are some of our favorite epic moments in Oscar history, and judging by how award season has gone thus far this year, I think we're about to have even more epic moments happen that we can talk about for years to come. Personally, I'm hoping that Lady Gaga can pull out a win for A Star Is Born, because having seen the film, I can confidently say that she deserves something, even if it is just for her song Shallow. And I also hope Bradley Cooper can pull out a win as he's nominated for Best Actor. I don't want him to be the next Leonardo DiCaprio and constantly get snubbed. What do you think of our epic Oscar moments? Which ones were your favorite? Which ones did we miss? Also, what are you hoping goes down at this year's show? Who are you hoping to see win? Talk all things Oscars down there in the comments in order to prep for this year's show. And to catch up on more entertainment news, you guys know that you can always check out our recent videos. And as always, to stay caught up on everything that goes down during award season and with your fave celebs, subscribe to Hollyscoop now.